Imagine marrying into a wealthy family that looks down on you, the kind of people who measure your worth by your last name and the price tag on your shoes. Now imagine they secretly give you a nickname, one that mocks your entire life. Well, this woman found out, and instead of crying, she gave them a taste of their own medicine. Literally. If you've ever been underestimated, looked down upon, or treated like you didn't belong, then hit that like button, because today's story is going to make you cheer out loud. Get ready for one of the most satisfying revenge stories ever told. It started in 2018. She was a server, hardworking, kind, and raised with values built on grit, not gold. He? Her complete opposite. Born into privilege, luxury, and ego. They met at his uncle's restaurant. He smiled, flirted, and for a moment, he seemed genuine. She fell for the charm, the tailored suits, the effortless confidence, the idea that maybe this was the kind of love that would lift her up. But once the wedding ring was on her finger, the mask came off. Behind closed doors, he wasn't a partner, he was a narcissist. Diagnosed. Everything was about him, how things looked, how they sounded, how she made him appear in front of his rich family. Then came the day she met his sister and her boyfriend. She still remembers it like it was yesterday, picking them up from the airport, nervous but hopeful, trying to make a good impression. The sister looked her up and down, then giggled. "Oh my God, she's totally Jordan's!" Everyone laughed. Her husband, the boyfriend. Confused, she smiled politely. "What's Jordan's?" Her husband shrugged. "It means you've got great style." She thought it was a cute nickname. They kept calling her that all week. Jordan's this, Jordan's that. She thought maybe they like me. But she had no idea the joke was on her. One night, after too much wine and too little respect, the truth came out. They played Truth or Dare. His sister, eyes glassy with alcohol, dared her brother. "Tell her what Jordan's really means." Her husband chuckled. "Jordan's is what we call homeless people who have swag." They burst into laughter. Loud, mocking, cruel. And she just sat there, staring at the people she thought were her family, fighting the lump rising in her throat. Her chest felt tight. Her hands shook. The room spun, not from the alcohol, but from humiliation. That night she lay awake, staring at the ceiling, hearing their laughter over and over. In the morning, when she confronted her husband, he just waved it off. "It's a joke. Don't take it seriously." But she pushed, and he finally said it. "I told them about your upbringing, you know, to prepare them. You're not like us." To prepare them. As if she were a disease. That was the breaking point. But instead of yelling, she planned. Quietly. Patiently. Perfectly. The next day, her husband bought an expensive bottle of tequila, the kind they brag about, the kind peasants can't afford. It was for their final night together. But while they were out hiking, she stayed behind. She set up her phone. Hit record. And then, with a calm smile, she swapped out that $200 bottle of tequila with cheap saws of gold. Then, on camera, she sat down, poured herself a glass, and said, "This one's for the people who think money buys class." She talked about her childhood, how love mattered more than wealth, how respect mattered more than image, and how grateful she was not to be like them. She toasted to her humble life, laughed, and took another shot. By the time they came back, she was already tipsy, off their elite tequila. The next night, they gathered around, pretending to be wine critics as they sipped on the fake tequila. You can really taste the quality," her sister-in-law said. Her husband agreed, swirling it like a sommelier. "Smooth. Complex." She couldn't hold it anymore. She smiled, stood up, and said, "You know, I actually made something for you guys. A little thank you video for visiting." She connected her phone to the TV. Hit play. And there she was, on screen, laughing, drinking, exposing everything. Their faces froze. The room went silent. Every second of the video was a mirror showing them who they really were: shallow, judgmental, cruel. When it ended, she calmly picked up the shot glasses and said, "Guess that's what Saws of Gold tastes like." The silence was deafening. Her husband's sister's face turned pale. The boyfriend looked away. No one said a word. That night, her husband screamed at her, accusing her of humiliating them. She just smiled. "Yeah. Sucks, doesn't it?" They left the next morning. Never spoke to her again. And when the marriage finally crumbled, as all lies do, she walked away without looking back. Now she's free. Happy. And proud that the girl they once mocked made the elite choke on their own arrogance. There's a special kind of justice when those who mock others finally taste their own poison, and this woman made sure the taste lingered. She didn't yell. She didn't cry. She just let karma do the talking, through a cheap bottle of tequila and one priceless lesson in humility. Revenge doesn't always have to be loud. Sometimes it's quiet, elegant, served in a shot glass, with a smile. Because when people forget where they came from, the universe, or a clever woman, always reminds them. If this story made you smile or gave you chills, smash that like button and tell me, have you ever seen someone get the karma they truly deserved? Subscribe for more powerful real-life revenge stories, because the next one might just top this.